Today's objective is inequalities and graphing. Inequalities are different from equations. They have inequality symbols. Definition: an inequality is a statement that two quantities are not equal. So two quantities are not equal, and that's different from an equation where the two quantities are equal. Remember, this is the symbol for less than, greater than, less than or equal to when it has the line under it, greater than or equal to when it has the line under it. Next definition: a solution is values of the variable that make the inequality true. So whereas an equation has one solution, an inequality could have several solutions. So a solution is a value of the variable that makes the inequality true. Vic number 1. Inequalities have more than one solution. So inequalities have more than one solution. Examples. Given the value of a variable, is it a solution? So I want to know, is 4 a solution for all of these? So everywhere I see the variable, I'm going to stick in 4. Is 4 greater than 3? Well, is it? Is 4 greater than 3? Yes. So it is a solution of that inequality. Number 2, x is less than 4. Is 4 less than 4? No. 4 is not less than 4. So it is not a solution of that inequality. In order to be a solution, x would have to be any number less than 4. Number 3, x is less than or equal to 12. Is 4 a solution? Is 4 less than or equal to 12? Well, yes it is. 4 is less than 12. So it is a solution. Now, I just gave you 4 for this example, but you could try to see if any number was a solution of these variables, for these inequalities, So for number 1, you know that your solution is any number that is bigger than 3. For number 2, your solution or answer is any number that is less than 4. And for number 3, your solution is any number that is less than or equal to 12. We are now going to graph inequalities. These are the 4 steps that I really need you to get, as well as these 2 charts. This will make sure that you're successful in graphing inequalities. Number 1, draw a number line. Remember, a number line looks like that. Number 2, put at least 3 numbers on the number line. So I would want you to put like 1, 2, and 3. Now, it won't always be 1, 2, and 3. It just depends on your inequality. Number 3, you must decide if your circle is open or closed. Well, how do you know? You're going to have an open circle whenever you have less than or greater than. That means that that number is not a solution. You have a closed circle whenever you have less than or equal to or greater than or equal to. Number 4, decide if you shade to the left or to the right. Well, you shade to the right if your inequality symbol points to the right. So to the right and to the right. You shade to the right when it points to the right. You shade to the left when your inequality symbol points to the left. So all 4 of these steps are going to help us graph inequalities. Let's look at some examples. Examples. Graph these solutions. We're going to be graphing the solutions for this inequality. W is less than or equal to 4. So I know that W is any number that is less than or equal to 4. First, you must draw your number line, which we did. We have 3 numbers. We're going to have 4 in the middle, and then 1 number above it, and 1 number below it. Then we're going to decide, do we have an open circle or a closed circle? Well, we have less than or equal to. Because it has the equal to, we know we're going to have a closed circle on 4. So draw your closed circle. We're also going to shade to the left. Why to the left? Because our inequality symbol points to the left. So we are going to shade all the way to the left. What does this graph mean? It means that our solution is any number that is less than or equal to 4. So 4, 3, 2, 1. Any numbers to the left of 4 on the number line. Number 2, x is greater than 3. I drew my number line. We put 3 in the center, 1 number above it, and 1 number below it. Let's decide, do I have an open circle or a closed circle? Well, there's no equals to, it's just greater than, so we have an open circle, and our inequality symbol is pointing to the right, so we're going to shade to the right. So let's put an open circle on 3 and shade to the right. What does that mean? That means that 3 is not a solution, because remember, our solutions have to be greater than 3. So 3 is not a solution, but any number that's bigger than 3 is a solution. Number 3, m is greater than or equal to 1. Draw your number line. 1 goes in the center, 1 number above it, which is 2, 1 number below it, which is 0. Let's decide, open circle or closed circle. Well, it has greater than or equal to, so that's going to be a closed circle on 1. And do we shade to the right or to the left? Well, it's pointing to the right, so we're going to shade to the right. What does that mean? That means that m can be any number greater than or equal to 1, so any number above 1. We can also include 1, that's why we shade it. Number 4, b is less than 0. Draw your number line. 0 goes in the center, 1 number above it, which is 1, and actually the number below 0 is -1 on our number line. So, open circle or closed circle? I'm sorry, we shaded to the right here. All right, open circle or closed circle? This is an open circle because it doesn't have equals to, so we're going to have an open circle on 0, and we're going to shade to the left because it's pointing to the left. So open circle shaded to the left. Now, what does that mean? That means that b is less than 0. b can be any number less than 0. So any number smaller than 0 is a solution. 0 is not a solution because the circle is not shaded. That's how we graphed inequalities. Remember, if it's an open circle, it is not a solution. If it's a closed circle, it is a solution. Look at your inequality symbol to decide, do I shade to the right or to the left?